This is Ron at the radiologictechnologist.com. I have another question I wanted to answer real quick. It is Thursday, July 23rd, and I got a question on Messenger that says, "Hi there, I've been following your videos and I find them very helpful. I'm going into my second year of the RadTech program. Can you explain to me what a limited license entails and if you would recommend going for it before I graduate? Thank you." Great question. That is a very unclear topic among many technologists. I do have on my blog at the radiologictechnologist.com an article titled "What Can a Radiologic Technologist Do?" And that is one of the questions. In there I answer, can a tech administer medication? Can a tech do ultrasounds? Can a tech take verbal orders? Can a tech become a radiologist? Can a tech become a radiation therapist? What is the difference between a rad tech and a radiologist? What is a chief radiologic technologist? And what is the limited radiologic technologist? And that LMT, or licensed medical tech, it's called a lot of different things in many different states. And it was really kind of created for individual states who don't have standard licenses. And so I'll just read to you here. The limited radiologic technologist is a radiographer with a limited license and can perform as a traditional radiographer, but has limitations set by local facilities and states. Limited scope radiographers are still licensed by the ART, but not licensed as an RTR in the traditional sense. So a radiographer with a limited license, or I believe the ART calls it an LMRT, they're still expected to know the same information that a fully licensed radiographer would know. I'm going to move this over here. Things like anatomy and physiology. And it says the licensing agency for both limited license and fully licensed radiographers states that clearly in a document that I linked to, that they're expected to know the same thing. This limited license is an option that the ART allows. Darn it, I keep resizing my window and it keeps messing me up. I'm just trying to move it. It's an option the ART allows for state agencies where a national license is not required. There are still 4 or 5 states within the United States that don't require state licensure to practice radiography. So the requirement of this certificate is the completion of a 108-hour course and the taking of the ART exam in the United States, as long as the candidate is above 18 years of age, has a certified high school diploma, and has completed additional short courses such as medical assistance. They are eligible to take up the course for limited radiologic technologist. Each program has specific requirements, so check the school you're interested in attending for full details. So the state of Idaho, for example, doesn't require licensure to shoot x-rays. Any Bob or Mary on the street, if they work in a doctor's office and Dr. Phil says, go take an x-ray of that patient's hand, Bob and Mary can go push the buttons and hope they get a decent picture. That's a horrible practice, and we're hoping to change that. Slowly, year after year, more and more states are requiring licensure. But in states that don't require it, if for some reason they do still need some type of licensure on the books before they can allow people to radiate people, this is kind of a shortcut option that allows the techs to still perform radiologic studies but not have the full ARRT RadTech license. It's my understanding, and this is where it gets really gray, I've never known a limited tech, but I do know they're out there, and it was always my understanding that they could not complete every type of exam that a fully licensed tech could take. Some would say they could do extremities only, is what I heard. Arms and legs and head. Some would say that they couldn't do any of the thorax. Some say they can. Your question specifically was, should you do that while you're completing your program? Absolutely not. Has no benefit to you whatsoever. You're already going to be fully licensed. Why bother with a partial license? It just doesn't make any sense. It's like going to nursing school to become a nurse, and you're about to graduate and you're in your second year of nursing school, and should you go back and become an LPN, a limited practicing nurse, or a practical nurse, whatever the LPN is? Doesn't make any sense. So no, just skip over it. Don't worry about it. I'd be curious to know why you're asking. Are they talking about it in your area? What brought it up? But no, you don't. If you're already in an X-ray program, why go take something that doesn't even have the full licensure of what you're already taking? If you have extra time, you should focus on an advanced modality like CT or MRI or IR or something like that. And I have lots of other articles that discuss those things, lots of videos and articles that talk about which modalities need more people, which don't. Like nuclear medicine, it takes a lot less nuke med techs in a hospital to run the department than does, say, CT. CT needs a lot more techs than, say, MR. IR makes really good money, but it doesn't take very many techs to do that. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, go to my blog at theradiologictechnologist.com and click on the link at the top that says Sitemap. That'll take you kind of to a table of contents page where you can read through all the titles, or do Control F if you're on a PC, and that'll open a find box, and you can say salary or hours or clinical or whatever, and do a search. There's also a search feature on the sidebar, the right sidebar of the site. So I hope this has helped you out. If it has, please hit the like button and subscribe. That helps go a long way to getting this channel into the YouTube algorithm, so it starts putting it in the sidebar on YouTube, so more people see it when they're doing a search. And I'm glad you asked me the question. Thanks for stopping by.